How you doing, Max? How's things? How's the family?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So
Are you
we'll
fighting?
jump.
Are you fighting soon or something?
I am. Yeah, yeah. 2 weeks before you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. I saw that on Twitter and stuff. Are you boxing?
Bare knuckle boxing. Yeah.
Crazy as hell. Why the hell are you doing that shit?
Well, I don't know. Bit of fun.
Oh my
Something to do.
God.
Yeah. Any tips?
That don't get hit. Holy shit. You're an animal, bro. Everybody who does bare knuckle boxing is next level, bro. You guys are crazy, bro. I never do that.
All right. Well, when I see you in Abu Dhabi, hopefully there won't be too many stitches. Hopefully they'll still look clean and presentable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of Abu Dhabi, I remember a time where it felt like everyone was willing to just be like, oh, Max's era is over. We're moving on. And then yet you said, no, I'm going to be inevitable and I'm fighting for that title again. And it doesn't really matter what you all say. I know I'm getting back up there. So to actually be here, fight scheduled, and know that you proved everyone wrong must feel pretty good, I imagine.
I mean, I've been an underdog my whole life, my man. I'm not even supposed to be here talking to you. I mean, if you told a young self, if an older me came to a younger self of me and say, I'll do all this stuff, I'll look him in the eyes and say, you crazy, bro. So, at the end of the day, I'm just blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here. I know what I want. I know what I need to do, and I know what it takes with all the hard work. So, you know, October 26th, there's a lot of times, like you just said, man, after that Bulk 3 fight, people were saying I should have retired. I should have I should have changed weight class. And then it was like, oh my gosh, you should just retire, there's nothing to prove and blah blah blah. I was so young. I still am young. I'm only turning 33 at the end of the year, and people keep forgetting because I just been around for a long time. But at the end of the day, when it comes October 26th, we get to see who has the last laugh. So can't wait.
Yeah, I always forget that you're younger than me, and that makes me very depressed. So thank you for reminding me that because you've been around forever. I'm always like, wait, hold on, Max is younger than me. Fucking hell! But
Uh,
it's a fun one, right? Because the Volk one, there was a little bit of needle there, right? But it was competitive sort of
yeah.
rivalry. This one, Ilia is, for the first time in a long time, he's kind of a weird guy, right? Like he's a very good fighter, but I don't know if anyone else would go out and buy their own BMF belt, and stuff like that. What do you make of
That's
him as a
weird,
person?
yeah? Yeah, that's weird, bro. This guy actually bought one.
It
This guy's
wouldn't
next
be.
level, bro. I'm like, someone showed me that, and I was like, how did you get it? I was like, you had to have bought it because I mean, there's only a couple originals, and the guys who want it is the ones who have the original. So you had to buy one. So, at the end of the day, he's an odd dude. He's an odd fella, but hey, whatever get him going, whatever confidence he needs. I want the best Ilia. Go buy a couple more BMF belts. Go buy a couple more. UFC belts. Whatever you want to do. Just keep that same energy when it comes October 26th.
It's funny, right? Because the best boxer in the UFC thing was obviously a phrase you used, coined up, and I think Elia's sort of put himself out there as like, oh no, I'm one of the best boxers. When you look at him, do you think he has one of the more traditional boxing styles we see in MMA, like heavier on the front foot, throws those combos? Or do you think you're like the perfect crossover of boxing MMA style, if you know what I mean? When you compare your boxing to his, what do you see?
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He's good, bro. I'd be a liar if I sit here and told you, oh, yeah, his boxing ain't nothing. He's good, bro. He got great combos. He got great power. He got knockout power in both his hands as he can show. So he's a great boxing. As comparing, I don't know. Ask me that question after the fight. I don't want to break down. There's so many guys that's outside the octagon or outside the ring when they're saying, oh, this, that, or whatever. How much guys said they could beat Floyd Mayweather until they got in there with him and they found out the hard way. So, at the end of the day, we get to see, I can say I'm the best boxer. He can believe it is. Whatever it is, October 26th, I get to go out there. I get to mix it up with him. I get to show him, Maybe we can make another moment. Who knows, I can't wait. I'm locked in and I can't wait to go out there and do that thing.
Funny you say about like people always said they could beat Floyd Mayweather and they never could. I feel like people always say they can crack Max's chin, and yet, what I mean? Statistically, never been knocked down. I mean, that Gaethje fight, I think
Yeah.
he slipped
Yeah,
slipped a
that
little
was a
bit,
slip,
but
bro. That was a slip. No, I'm just joking, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean that's the beautiful thing about this sport, with that stat for me. Everybody's always gonna be the next one. I mean, every single fight I ever fought, this guy was the next one, or I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one. And then that's just crazy to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if you believe that, then we get to see, because I never know. You never know in these things. I can't tell you if it's gonna handle or not until we get in there and I get hit by you. So I'm just I'm just blessed, man. I'm the BMF, the blessed man forever for a reason. And I'm so excited for this challenge, bro. At the end of the day, I got to fight the old era and the guys. I got to fight who's who in the old era coming up. Like I said, a lot of my idols I got to fight. And now I'm in this new era. I'm still young. A lot of people, like you said, a lot of people think I'm old. I'm still young, but I get to fight a new era guy now that they're giving Topuria. And I understand why he has all the hype, and I get it. I really do. But the last time I checked, people got to do fact checks. When I was his age, I think I had a title defense already at his age. So, there's levels to this, and I can't wait to go out there and remind people.
I remember when Volk fought him, he thought that Ilia's confidence was a little bit sort of out of whack with what he'd achieved in the sport already. Listen, beating Volkanovski in the way he did, you got to give him credit. But do you look at Ilia and sort of think like, listen, everyone should be confident, but you're a little bit sort of too confident what you've done so far. Do you sort of see him the same way Alex did?
I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, he has all the right to feel that way, right? I mean, if we talk about schedules, if you look at my fights to the title, his fights to the title, people are always gonna make a claim that yeah, his title, his fights to the title wasn't really hard, but then he went up, but he still won. You know what I mean? And when you look at my fights to the title, everybody be like, ah, yeah, Max fought who's who, whatever, and we can sit back and forth and talk about this and that, but it doesn't matter. Whoever was thrown in front of him, he won. He finally got the title fight. He made the best of it, and he won. And you can't be mad at that. And if some guys need that hype, need to tell them that kind of stuff to get to the fight. And if that's what he needs, that's what he needs. I'm not gonna knock on him. If he needs that confidence, keep doing it, bro. Please don't switch up, because I want the best Ilia Topuria come October 26th, because I don't want to hear no excuses when I go out there and get my hand raised.
Okay, last one from me. So obviously, the coolest thing about this sport is, like we said at the beginning, like, oh, you can be counted out, and then the right fight, the right win, suddenly you have all the options in the world, right? If you go out there, win the featherweight title, Volkanovski's on the table to get that one back for yourself. Then you got the BMF title that you can defend against whoever you feel like doing that against. And then obviously, I think people saw your performance against Gaethje and think, well, hold on, 55 is a viable max now too. Like, let's see that. You have so many options. Do you know in your heart sort of which way you're leaning, or do you just want to get this fight done and then sort of think, okay, let's look at the landscape and let's get blessed the way I want to get blessed?
Yeah, first things first is Ilia, and he's no joke, man. He got power in his hands. He got power probably everywhere. He got real good wrestling, real good jiu-jitsu. So, this guy keeps saying that, pick a way that I want to lose. I called my way. I told him I wanted to lose by toe hold. So we see if he keep his end of the deal on that. But, at the end of the day, he's a dangerous man, man. I got to respect him. I got, too much guys. I did so many interviews with you, Oscar. And I say this time and time again. So much guys looking to look past the guy that they're supposed to fight, and they end up tripping. I ain't doing that with this guy. I worked my ass off to get back into this situation. So I'm not gonna do something dumb and oversee this guy and overlook this guy. And I can't wait. This guy is his mouth is writing a lot of checks that his body might not be able to cash. So it's a beautiful thing. October 26th, we get to figure it all out.
Yeah, man. Listen, on a personal level, I'm very happy for you that you got to get back up here. I thought it was kind of like, I didn't really like the way that even the promotion were kind of like, oh, we'll do Max, Alex, and then we'll get the Islam fight done. Like, they were almost overlooking you at that time. I didn't really like that they did that. So it's very, very cool to see you get yourself back to the top. And then personally,
Thank
like,
you,
this
brother.
fight is probably my most anticipated fight of the year. So I'm
Hell
hyped.
yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Guys like
I'll
you
see you out there.
been making this game fun. So thank you guys. And hey, good luck on the 2 weeks before us, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't look too crazy when I see you, okay? I
Yeah,
don't want you to look
fucking
too
eye
messed
hanging
up.
out of my face.